Hey folks, Coach Patrick here, Endurance Nation, giving you the 3 bullets for Ironman Chattanooga. 3 bullets is my signature recommendations for you so that you know what to expect on the day from a macro level perspective in accordance with our 4 keys of race execution. Google that up, endurancenation.us, 4 keys of race execution. It's easy to get caught up in the minutia and lose sight of the big picture. And these 3 bullets are meant to give you context for all the decisions you'll be making between now and race day in terms of your training, and then on race day itself as you're handling all the information that's coming in so you can separate signal from noise. All right, are you ready? Let's do it. Bullet number 1 for Ironman Chattanooga. You have to be ready for what could be a super hot day. Chattanooga's gone either way in the past, but when it goes hot, Chattanooga goes all in, full send, super hot. And it really just kind of bears down on you. And the combination of the false flats on the bike course, more on that later, and the hills on the run, oh my God, so much more on that later, that you really start to crumble, right? And we've seen races fall apart for folks who simply did not do a good job of anticipating the heat and training for it. By training for the heat, that means practicing your nutrition and fluid plan early. You can make sure that you pee at least 2 times on the bike in Chattanooga so you know that you're well hydrated and you're in a good spot. Super duper important. So get that hydration nailed. Make sure you've got electrolytes in that drink. Do it right, okay? It all starts on the bike, especially that first hour, most important hour of the bike in terms of nutrition. All right. The second bullet for Chattanooga in terms of order of the race will be the bike course. Super easy on this course to get carried away. We start off early, urban setting, a little fast, a little downhill, and then we head out of town and it becomes country. And we have what essentially ends up being like an 18 to 20 mile false flat with a little kicker at the end before you make the turn and then start looping back down through Chickamauga. It ends up being like a gigantic capital P. We do that loop twice and then we'll come back in again. The problem is that on that outbound section, that long straightaway stretch, you feel the speed, feel the momentum, and you ignore the rolling hills. If you do it right, even me, a stronger athlete on the bike with a high threshold power in the 350 range, I still had to use the small range just to stay inside my watts on the outbound section of the course. Pay attention there early. Make the smart decisions on the hills on this course. If you pace yourself on the ups by using all your gears, you'll be able to take advantage of the downs and still be fast across the entire course of the day. If you push too hard on those hills, you're not going to gain the separation that you think is going to happen, and you will pay the price, a big price on the run, okay? And then finally, the third bullet of the day, the run course. Everyone shows up talking about the bike being a little long, 116 miles, but they leave talking about the run because the run course, once you cross the bridge, is for real. But even on the city side, still tough simply because of the heat, very little shade available to you, and the humidity is so strong. I think it was actually the year that I went to spectate the race, worse training there than it was when I was racing in Hawaii, just to give you a sense. And when you cross the bridge, tough in itself, you have to head up and do this really hilly section. It's not terrible. It's head down, get the hill done, but you have to do it twice, and you've got to climb that hill on both sides. Super challenging. Certainly worth a recon in the car. If you're able to get out of the car and walk that hill as part of your recon, also worthwhile just to kind of get a sense for what you're in for. Again, pacing on the run really matters. The last time over the bridge, if you're being competitive, that's where the magic happens. Over and back is really putting down your head and getting it done. For everyone else, it's all about pacing, watching your heart rate on the hills, keeping it in a nice tight band so you can sustain yourself well across the day, not crack, not break too soon. All Ironmans are tough, but Chattanooga is just another order, a little bit harder. With the right execution, you can do it. All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. Best of luck. More resources and information for you at endurancenation.us. See you.